Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is for the Pastgen Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger, he hails from Miami, Florida, and weighs in tonight at 287 pounds, the bad guy, Ramon. Well, the bad guy looked very impressive 24 hours ago, making quick work of William Brown in that very one-sided match. It's not going to be as easy here tonight for the bad guy, Ramon. Great ovation as always for Razor. He's going to have to take on the 7-foot monster, the 320 plus pound Kane. Ramon 6'7", 286. Got to believe if anybody's got a great chance of beating that big monster, Ramon has to be a prime candidate, and he's going to get the opportunity in a few short moments. What a match this is going to be, that's for sure. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing in tonight at 326 pounds, he is the Pastgen Television Champion, Kane. The Big Red Machine has faced all challenges that have come his way, and every single one of them has been destroyed by this big monster. The question is, will Ramon be exactly the same? Or can the bad guy somehow pull out a victory here? Nobody's come close yet. Sting couldn't do it, Chris Jericho couldn't do it, Jeff Jarrett certainly couldn't do it. Will Ramon be the man, or will this reign of destruction continue forever? Kane seemingly unbeatable, and seemingly he's never going to lose that belt. As the fireworks go off here, I'm sure the fireworks are going to be going off in just a few short moments when that bell rings. One man's going to walk away with that coveted Pastgen television title. Will it be the Big Red Machine Kane, or will it be Ramon? A collar and elbow tie-up, and will you think Kane would have the power advantage? But Ramon in a dead heat there with a Big Red Machine. Very large and powerful man himself. He'd have to give the edge to Kane on power, but Ramon could hold his own. And look at Big Red Machine Kane now throwing hands with Razor on Razor, a very good striker himself, throwing a few back now. I don't think Kane wants to trade blows, but these two men both very good strikers, and Kane showing why I said that there with that big uppercut, knocking Razor off his feet. Now sends him for the ride off the ropes and nails him with a thunderous clothesline. Well, we've had a little bit of stand-up brawling. Kane came out on top on that occasion. Now the Big Red Machine trying to go to work on the bad guy, and a big boot right to the face. Ramon at 6'7", 287 pounds. Very rarely finds himself the smaller opponent in a match, but he finds himself in that unfamiliar territory at the moment. And the Big Red Machine Kane using that power and strength advantage with his heavy strikes, trying to wear down the bad guy. Ramon managing to turn him around though, goes behind, nice back suplex. And maybe finally an opening for Ramon to somehow find his way back into this match. It's been all Kane thus far, but look at Razor go with his right hand. Knocks Kane against the ropes. Razor now sends him for the ride. Look at Kane just putting the brakes on, saying he's having none of that nonsense. Razor comes charging in, nice duck by Kane. Now puts Razor against the ropes, sends him for the ride, and another big boot by the Big Red Machine. Well, and now Kane looking for a big move to put the finishing touch to Ramon. Tries to double axe handle. Razor very intelligent, just stepping out of the way. And look at this power. 326 pound. Launch for that fall away slam. And normally the set up to the Razor's edge. Is Razor going to go for it here on the big man? No, he's not. Continuing to go for strikes. Now ringing the arm of the Big Red Machine. And just applying a headlock. Ramon trying to get himself a moment to think and strategize here. As he releases that hold now, Razor going with the right hands again. Kane tumbling down to the canvas, gets back to his feet. Razor continuing this assault and just knocking Kane right to the outside. And look at Razor trying to embarrass the Big Red Machine here. And doing a pretty good job of it at the moment. Now Razor sends Kane into the corner, comes running in. Thunderous clothesline. And Kane looks to be on Dream Street here. Oh, and look at that though. Razor sent him for the ride one too many times. Kane reversing into a DDT. Now the Big Red Machine, the 7-footer on the top rope once again. And this time connects with a thunderous clothesline. And now Kane, what's he going to do with a 287-pound Razor Ramon? Thunderous shoulder breaker there. And now Kane saying the end is near for the bad guy. The question is, will it be? Will Razor Ramon slipping out though? Kane maybe going to go for the choke slam there. Razor Ramon had other ideas, now picking him up. Big time side slam. Razor fighting out. Now Razor Ramon going to the top rope. Something he does very, very rarely. Tries the elbow, but takes far too long to do it, allowing Kane the opportunity to step out of the way. A big mistake by Razor Ramon it was to go to the top rope, and look at that! Kane nailing the referee. Is that going to be a disqualification? Really, it should be. Question is, will the referee remember how he got knocked out when he finally gets back up? Well, look at that, the referee getting back to his feet. Kane was going on the outside, maybe looking for a chair. Changed his mind once he realised the referee was going to see it, and look at Razor now. Razor Ramon fighting back. Perches Kane on the top rope, and a thunderous fall away slam from the top turnbuckle. We could have a new champion if Razor Ramon could just hit the Razor's Edge here, but Kane turning him around again. Real back and forth stuff between these two athletes. Look at this power move. Reverse suplex by the Big Red Machine. Kane now trash talking Razor Ramon, as he seems to have gained the upper hand here, and now Kane with his hand around the throat. Picks up Razor and slams him with that thunderous choke slam. Razor Ramon looks to be in trouble here. Kane can hit the tombstone. This one's all over. Has Razor Ramon got anything left in the tank? As Kane picks him up. And maybe the end is near now for Razor Ramon and the tombstone pile driver. Ramon with a cut above his right eye there as well. As he got his head spiked into the canvas. Kane with the leg tucked, the shoulders down, and we still have Kane as the champion. He is still the Pastgen television champion. And I don't see anybody beating him. He's unstoppable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still the Pastgen television champion, Kane. He just can't be stopped. He's got the nickname of the Big Red Machine. I think it might be a factual statement. I don't think this is a human being, this is a mechanical machine of destruction. How do you stop him? Razor Ramon didn't have the answer. Maybe nobody's got the answer. If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.